Well, at least 31 people have been killed after a powerful cyclone ripped through parts of Madagascar's northeast. Cyclone Gezani has now weakened to a tropical storm after devastating the country's main port city. Caren Ramanantoanina is with the International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies and joins me now from Madagascar's capital. Good to have you with us. Really appreciate your time. Now, the city of Toamasina, that's about 200 kilometers northeast of where you are, that's been the hardest hit. What can you tell us about the situation there?
Yes, exactly. Thank you for having us, Girish. We're really happy to be here despite the situation. Yes, you're completely right. Gezani made landfall in Toamasina, which is on the western coast of Madagascar. And so far, the data are still being consolidated. We have more than 250,000 people affected.
Yes, that's what do we know about the level of destruction that's happened to homes and other buildings up there?
Yes, so it has been said that at least 45% of the localities that are affected are all damaged. At least 45%. So as I said, we have more than 250,000 people that are affected, and we have more than 80,000 people that are being displaced. So those are people that can't go back home because their homes have been flooded, have been damaged, or have been completely destroyed. So for example, if I'm not mistaken, the numbers of people that have their homes completely destroyed is more than 17,000. So those people are they're finding shelter among families, but among neighbors, but also at accommodation sites. So those people, we need to provide food for them because they're not able to cook when they're within the accommodation sites. So this is also something to keep in mind.
Yes, and then 250,000 people, that is a huge chunk of Toamasina's population, isn't it? I mean, what sort of support are they getting from authorities and aid groups at the moment?
Well, you might have seen it, but yesterday during the Council of Ministers, the government has declared a situation of national disaster and calling for international support. So far, actors are coordinating, but even before the storm made landfall in Madagascar, there has been lots of anticipatory activities to make sure that at least the impact of the cyclone is reduced when it touches the land. So ahead of this, the International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Society have been supporting all the communities, some of them in the accommodation site. For example, women have been provided dignity kits. The women that have been staying in accommodation sites, there have also been lots of activities around early warning so that people are being informed ahead of the storm and that they know where to go, where are the accommodation sites, what to do. And the volunteers from the Malagasy Red Cross have also been supporting evacuation. But at the time, as I said, there is a call for international support. So all the different actors are coordinating. And as we're speaking now, we're finalizing the aerial assessment that are going to be coupled to the rapid assessment so that we have all the data finalized so that we can define actual priorities. But from what we see now, there are a lot of needs in terms of shelter, reconstruction, and in terms of hygiene and sanitation. And it also happens in a context where there is an mpox outbreak throughout the country. So those are all compounding risk for the communities.
Yes, and of course, these are the immediate needs. We have seen such scenes of devastation in the pictures we are seeing of homes torn apart by this cyclone. How challenging might recovery efforts be in the future to rebuild areas that have been destroyed by Cyclone Gezani?
That's a really interesting question because, as I said earlier, some communities in some part of the countries are still recovering from previous cyclone seasons. And recently, just 12 days ago, there was the cyclone Fiti who made landfall in the western part of the country. So at the time, it's like the authorities are under a lot of pressure. The capacities of the country are also very limited. So this is why there is a call for international support. And there are also a lot of other compounding situations happening at the same time. There is also an emergency related to food insecurity in southern Madagascar. So this is why we are all coordinating. So for the case of the International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Society, apart from having activated the anticipatory pillar of our funding mechanism ahead of the storm, we are now scaling up our operations based on the needs that will be confirmed as soon as the data are consolidated.
Okay, Caren Ramanantoanina, we really do appreciate your time with us and all the best with the work that you are doing. Thank you.
Thank you so much.